So what we do on the variation first starting the sets are making sure that they all have a different structures. So as you saw it in the concept art, this is the very first one that you will the first set of the variation that you will receive, and it's what you can kind of have it. What you can kind of see is more of a very basic setup,
Yeah.
basic visual. And you can move on to this.
Can I ask for a
That
favor
one.
and get a close up of the dude that looks like Skeletor?
Yeah, this guy.
Because I love it so much.
The final variation. Yes, this one is
Oh.
the final variation of this set. They all look very different in a certain way. They all have their own feeling.
So the first set was the material-wise, we divided into the cloth and with the combination of the cloth and the metal.
Mm.
The second one is the leather with the metal, and third one is more on the leather with
I love the old mutton chop man.
right.
This guy, the second one.
He's lived a life.
This one's pretty cool too.
So this is the second set right here.
The second set, and then we play around with the ages too. So with the makeups, and it gives a different
Yeah,
look
there's
of
such
it.
a variety just within the sets. I love
Right.
it.
And this is the set that we reveal is the face.
Here's a closer look
Fully.
at Erzsébet.
Yeah. This is the benefit that we have it putting the ornament on the shoulder pad, because we have more freedom to play around with the helmet design or head design or the head design. So there's no constraint, and then we can come up with many different
Yeah.
variations. This is the one with the full helm.
Yes, the much requested full helm.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of fun with these helmets too.
Right. So this is another visual language that we kind of brought it for the Dark Knights, Black Prior. We brought more of a fantasy element
Right.
instead of a more realistic looking of it. So you will, they will stand out, and they will be differentiated from the other knights, and it's pretty interesting approach.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't evil, but he sure has an evil aura about about him.
unique, I would say.
Oh yeah,
Even in the materials, we have that specific feel where we get that dark steel mixed with that bright steel and the dark leather that is very. We worked a lot on these reflections that we get from the light and everything.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And the thing you were talking about earlier, which I think is cool, is the way we're treating ornaments on the Black Prior. You can have a lot more fun with those helmets, right? Where you
Right.
don't need to plan for an ornament to be able to attach onto it because now it's on the shoulders.
Up to the point, we'll always have to be respectful on where we place the ornaments.
Yeah.
This case, we had most freedom. We could do anything that we want. So now, starting from the starting, we have the one with the crown, other different type of ornament-ish. We just the sky's the limit, so we could bring more and more.
Yes. Yeah, it's just amazing. I love just getting to look at these. Your jobs are so cool.
Thank you.
But when we talk about gear, armor is only half the story. So let's check out some of the swords and shields that the Black Prior will have. And Anthony, you've just brought a sampling, right? This is not the full
Yeah.
the
No,
full
exactly.
spectrum.
Yeah, I think there's 25 releasing with the Black Prior right now, but this is just some of them.
Okay.
And as you'll see, there's a certain evolution to these weapons. We start off with something that's more noble, so we got wood mixed in there with leather on the bigger surface, which is the shield. And as we go on, you'll see that the design is not only going to change, but the materials also. Which is pretty cool. It's going to reflect the character itself and the evolution of the character itself.
Those last two you just showed,
Yeah.
the blue and the red, is that also where like team colors are going to be?
No, not these
No?
ones. These ones are very specific. So the
Oh,
red
cool.
one is basically some form of leather that's applied to the whole surface. Behind it, there's wood. And as we go on,
Oh my god.
you'll see that, yeah, exactly. You'll see that the designs become more vicious.
Yes.
That's because the shield also is a way for the character to attack.
Wow.
So something that I teased with before on the conception.
Oh my
is,
God.
you can see there's a spikes on the side of the shield. and I think you might have noticed on the
The execution.
So
Yeah.
they're using that as not just to defense, but then also offense as well.
Yeah, this evolution is pretty cool. It really reflects the background story of the character.
Yeah.
You know, once a noble knight plunged into darkness, becoming something else.
He started listening to Slayer and stopped listening to his parents.
Exactly.
Oh, we've been there.
This is pretty cool. The last one that you see here is the one from the intro video. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a pretty cool weapon.
Oh man, it's such a great variety too. I love how wild you can go because the shield is basically a blank canvas for,
Exactly.
for the artist.
Yeah, you can just flip it up.
Oh my god, it's like a dragon skeleton.
Yeah, this one has those blades on the side.
And can you zoom in on that one, the hilt on that one? I just want to see the.
This one here.
Yeah. Oh man.
With
It's like a beak. It's like a dragon beak thing. I love it.
with this variation of shield, variation of armors, ornament on the shoulder, I think you will be able to create very different characters from each other.
Absolutely.
Exactly, and all these sets down there, they're all interchangeable also.
And I think something to me that I think is probably, you tell me, was maybe an interesting challenge because you spent the last year you're working at Wula and all that. Now you're back to doing a new knight.
Right.
We have the warden who is the iconic, not just the iconic figure of the knights, the iconic figure of the game. Okay, now create a brand new knight from scratch. It can't just be another warden.
True.
Can't be a lawbringer.
It's our biggest, most difficult challenge that we had to face. Well, eventually, that's something that we're always facing. It is we want to make sure each characters in the faction looks different, so they don't look each other when you place it all at the same time next to each other. So they will have different structures, different usage of materials. So this is one we used up a lot on the previous six characters, and now this was a big challenge. But then I think we succeeded well.
Oh yeah.
Bringing different, using different materials and the different culture.
Absolutely, yeah. Props to the team because the Black Pirate is not. I know people have been like speculating, like, oh, I hope we get an edgy warden, and it is so far beyond just an edgy warden.
That's
so
I'm happy to hear that.
you guys did a great job.
But that is the end of the video, guys, so thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. I love reading and replying to all your comments down below. And feel free to check out my Discord and Twitter. There is a link down below in the description box for both of those as well. The Discord is a great way for me to talk to you guys outside the YouTube comments section. And of course, the Twitter is a great way for you guys to get a notification whenever a video is being uploaded, because YouTube is a bit weird sometimes. And if you like this video and you like what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to support the channel further, feel free to check out my Patreon. There'll be a link down below in the description box, and a link will pop up at the end of the video. And if you choose to donate, it is greatly appreciated. And a big shout out to my current patrons whose names you've been seeing in the background. Just wanted to say thank you for your support. It really does mean a lot. And please share this video around, it does help me out a fuck ton. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.